Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction to the opening and ending for Witch Watch. I am incredibly excited. When I first saw that it was getting an anime adaptation, I was just going nuts. I'm a huge fan of the manga. I covered the manga here on the channel for a long time, and I fell out of it a while ago, and I really need to catch back up. So hopefully very soon I can reread what I've already read and then continue on for there and do more videos here on the channel talking about the manga. So if you want to see more of that, you can stick around for that. For this video, I'm going to be trying to leave the audio in as best I can. If YouTube does that thing where they auto remove it and it sounds all weird, I'm sure you've heard that in a lot of other videos that people have posted. If that happens here, I'm sorry for the low quality, but even if I don't get to monetize this, even if they take all the money, I kind of just want to have the quality up here. So hopefully it's all good, but we'll have to see how things go. I won't know until it's posted either, me recording this. But yeah, I love the manga. It's been so long though since, I didn't have time to continue doing videos on it that I don't remember everything super well, so I feel like I get to go in kind of fresh as well. But I see that it's by YOASOBI, which makes me even more excited. I probably won't be watching week to week. I'll probably wait and marathon it a bit later, because if any of you aren't new to the channel, you know I'm pretty behind on anime right now. I have a lot of anime I need to catch up on. But I'm extremely excited. It's a manga that I love. So yeah, let's see what we get here. I'll go through, I'll watch once without pausing or anything. Just let it play, experience it. And then if we need to, we can kind of go back shot by shot and talk about some of the choices they made if we need to. Also, once I'm done with the opening, I'll do the ending as well. I'll do it all in one video, because again, if the copyright claims are going to be an issue anyway, might as well just do them both together. Starting off with the opening, I'll try not to pause or anything. Okay. Very cute so far. Alright, I'm really loving the way they did the designs here. It all looks really detailed. The movement is really good. Man, I just miss everything so much. Okay, that was a really cute shot. Okay, and we're like, I love the way they're including the side characters is really good. And of course those two and their interactions are great. Okay, this is really cute. Yeah, this could be like an opening of the season for a lot of people. I mean, it's going to be hard to compete with some of the others, but oh, and then, oh man, the shots of the eyes, the like movement and everything is gorgeous. The crows, I love it. Okay, that's really good stuff. Oh, and they're gonna, yeah, I guess they will get to that in this season. And then them as kids, it's so good. Okay, that was incredible. 10 out of 10. That was so much more than I expected, especially starting out. Starting out, it's like, okay, it's your typical kind of, there's a lot of Witch Watch that to me is a bit, it's slice of life, it's romance, and it's comedy, and it's really good. And it had me there. But there is also action and more exciting or more hype parts or more kind of serious parts to Witch Watch. And I feel like they captured that not only extremely well, but more, I thought that, that would be a part of the story, that would be a part of the anime, but that's not exactly something that the opening would really focus on as much as just really cute, really good animation. But they went high effort. They just put so much into this. So, if you want to spend a little bit of time with me before we watch the ending, I would love to just look back through this and look at some of the shots and some of the choices they made. This is a very cute little opening sequence. One thing that I really appreciate them doing that I think was a nice touch is all the different ways that they have the title presented in the opening. I think that's really cute and good. And all of the little effects that they animate in, it reminds me a lot of Little Witch Academia's opening and ending. And those are like Little Witch Academia is one of my favorite anime, if not my favorite anime of all time. So I love those little effects being added in here. I think it looks really cute and really good. And it's simple, it's minimalist, but it's really artistic. Let me actually go to a shot that has what I'm talking about a bit more. Things like this, where we have like the single color bits of smoke coming out and the little like flares, very Studio Trigger type stuff. That kind of thing, the single color stars flying out with the, little bit different border on them. I think that's really, really, really nice. A lot of these shots just on their own as well of the characters are really, 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 really good looking. And it kind of makes me, this is a really great shot with the title too. It almost makes me a little bit disappointed that I didn't reread before doing this. And like being able to recognize all the characters' shoes, it's so good. It makes me wish I had reread a bit more before this so I could really appreciate some of this stuff a bit more. That's a really good way with the title and everything. This one is one of my favorites, where he was writing out the TCH and it's mirrored at the end of both words. That one's really good. Actually, that whole sequence with him just bugging out is so good. That was really good. Having the title spelled out in food is insane. And I love this one. This is one of my favorite shots too. With like the cat ears and tail. And like just the way it flows with the shape of her body, the shape of the bed and the pillows on it. That looks really, really, really good. That is a really good looking shot. And having it be like all of these, like I'm going way too far back with hitting just the back button. Having all of them running through as like these little child drawings and her freaking out is so good. The way it goes in the cloud and everything, that's really good. The shots of these two, I love these two, and whenever we had like the side bits with them, those were some of the best parts. I feel like even so, like a couple of these shots I've seen, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that's going in blind, but a lot of these shots and a lot of the sequences they're showing in the opening are actually things I remember from some of the chapters and some of the little story arcs or mini arcs or maybe like one-off slice of life type things. So it's like after going through and watching the anime, going back through and watching the opening afterward, once the season's over with, you're going to be able to, I think, probably recognize a lot of this stuff as stuff that was actually in the show itself in some way. Yeah, not only am I going to be rereading, but I am absolutely going to be sharing this opening everywhere and telling other people to go read and go watch. I am just going to be back on my Witch Watch propaganda arc. These shots are very good too. These rotating shots that they had of her with the light and everything, those were really nice. And a lot of little character moments that are really well done in all of this. Man, I love these three. And then that with, oh man, that is so good. Just the very brief shots of his eyes in there, and then we get into the more serious stuff. Like this is really good looking here. Moving into, I love just because the crow theme and everything. Again, I'm trying not to spoil anything as much as I can. I think that is like such a cool, like he's probably my favorite character perhaps. Again, I don't want to spoil too much. This stuff is really good and it's leading in to, I was like, oh crap, we're going to get this stuff. Like, look at these shots. That is amazing. And then it like moves into his hands touching her face and it's the child versions of them. It's so good. That is like 11 out of 10. That could be, as much as I just watched the One Piece opening and was like, wow, the One Piece opening is unbelievably good. This could be even better for me personally, because I'm a bit of a hipster when it comes to reading these manga that haven't really caught on as much yet and being an early fan of them. Being somebody who, again, years and years ago was reading Witch Watch, it just makes me so excited, and I kind of want to lean towards this sort of less popularity series. But either way, let's go watch the ending, and then I'll talk a little bit more, and we can end the video. The opening was just so good. I'm so happy. I am like riding on a high right now from the opening. So let's see what the ending's like. I would be like, it would be insane. Like, endings are usually a little bit more low-key, so hopefully it's really, really good, but if it's, like, too crazy, like, I don't even, like, know what to think. Having a manga that I like get this kind of a lovely, a high effort adaptation. Okay, starting with the song. It's cute. I like it. You got the little quirky guitar riff in there. Yeah, I like the use of the colors and everything too. It feels very much like the manga, but you can kind of see some of the layering that they've done here with it. Yeah, I love the characters. I can't wait to get back to this. That's really good. That's really cute. Ah, man, I love those two. And then we see a little in the background too. More good characters. Very cute. Yeah, this is a really good ending. I'm really into this. Man, it's just so pretty. Like, I've just had goosebumps on this whole time. It's just so good looking. I love the style. I love the visual style so much. I really, really like the more sort of flat, but still like really colorful version. It feels almost pastel-ish in a lot of places. I really, 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 really like the way that looked. So for the ending, I thought it was absolutely gorgeous, as you just heard me, rant about. The opening, I think, is like straight up 10 out of 10. Ending is pretty high up there too. It's really good. So I love both of those. It just really builds my excitement anymore. I really can't wait to get time to get back to Witch Watch. Again, I'll probably get back to the manga before I get to the anime, just because I'm so far behind on seasonal anime that I need to catch up on. But when it comes to reading the manga, hopefully we'll be back to reading the manga very, very, very soon. And it's going to be difficult for me to wait, but I feel so emotionally satisfied. There are a lot of times when I love a manga and then we get an anime adaptation and it's either, it's a little bit lower quality, or it feels like they don't see the same thing, see the same vibe that I saw in the manga, and they do something a bit different with the anime. And, either of those can be disappointing. It's not every day that I love a manga and I also get to see a really, really lovingly adapted anime, because this just felt like they really loved the manga. And most importantly, it looked so high effort. And I think that this is something that happens every once in a while. I think some of the biggest examples of it are, you look at, I would say, Bocchi the Rock, I would say Osama Ranking, I would say the kind of precursor to this kind of almost is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. All three were kind of relatively niche manga. They were arguably, when they got their adaptations, probably much more niche than Witch Watch as a manga. Witch Watch is fairly popular. So they were even more niche, but then they got just an incredible adaptation. And I think this is high effort. It's like, hey, let's take this manga that isn't even that huge of a manga. It's not like some massive property from one of the biggest sort of platforms, and let's just give it an insane anime, and that kind of spurs forth the series' popularity. This is, again, from a bigger platform. It's mainline Jump, and it's also a fairly popular manga, but it just makes me so happy to see something where it feels like they're putting in that level of effort. This feels like, with all the small details, with all the loving references and callbacks to things I remember happening in the manga, it just feels to me like one of those three that I just mentioned. It feels like that level of high effort put in just from the opening and ending. So I cannot wait to finally get to watch, and I can't wait to get back to reading. So if you want to stick through and see some videos on the manga soon-ish, hopefully, and see tons of other manga videos, tons of other anime videos, honestly, opening and ending reactions are a very rare thing for me. I don't actually do them too very often. I am, just doing this because it's a series that I absolutely love. But yeah, that was very good. If you want to stick around for that, subscribe, like if you like the video, comment down there, tell me what you thought of the opening and ending and my thoughts. I'm not really going to go back through the ending. I really loved it, but I don't think there were any shots that I could draw much more out of. It was just simple and good. It was very simple and clean. But yeah, if you want to help support the channel, I don't know about dropping a super thanks because this video is probably going to get copyright claimed. Hopefully I can leave the music in. I'm going to try my best to leave the music in, even if I can't make money from it, like I said before. But if you want to share the video around, I guess I'd appreciate it. And if you want to help support the channel in the long term and become a member or patron, you get One Piece manga videos a bit early and you get your name at the end of videos. So if you want to, you can hit join down below to become a member, or go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Thank you to people who are already patrons and members. Thank you to chosen regulars Evan Hawley and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, FR Nono, JA, and the D-Ban, Jaredin students, David Langstaff and Folded Ghoul, Slayer candidates, SGN, Stan Cedar, and Pure Elements, Pate Ardiel, and Elsa the Storyteller. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.